Alright, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another video here on Cyber Advent. My name is Tyrell. Welcome to the series where we are going to be getting Kali Linux onto our virtual machine. We are using the hypervisor here, VirtualBox, and we are more or less got it. We more or less have it installed. Now it's time to go ahead and get the VM going. Right, so first things first, let's look at our OS. So for the most part, there are two different ones you will want to use. Oh, right before I get into that though, if you guys are looking at this for the first time, you don't know this is a part of a series. So if you guys are interested, go ahead and click the link somewhere. It's going to pop up somewhere. It's probably going to be in a corner. Click that link, go to the video. I'll show you guys how to install VirtualBox and then come back here and start installing Kali with me. So with that being said, you guys see right here, virtual machines. Get a pre-built version of VirtualBox. I have tried this. I've seen many people try this. I haven't seen one person get this work. So I don't recommend it. What I recommend you do is go over to installer images, click on that, click download here and start downloading. So another option you have is Parrot Security. So this is Parrot OS. It's pretty cool. And if you are a fan of Hack the Box, they have a Hack the Box edition. It's ready for you. It's customized, so it's just like the Hack the Box attack box that they have. Pretty cool. But I will be using Kali Linux mainly because it's just more used. And I like to use the things that are more popular for the benefit of having like a lot of the issues already solved. And if you need like support itself, it's probably going to happen a lot faster with the more popular tool, right? So get this OS, get the download going. Once it's downloaded, you'll be here, right? So now we have welcome to VirtualBox. Let's click new here. We are just going to call it KaliBox, and we are going to find, there it goes. Awesome. So we have the installer. So you click that. And then you press next. If I remember correctly, you need 2 CPUs. And I think this is good for the RAM. So click next. 25 gigabytes is all you need. I don't have a lot of space on this laptop. We're just going to hope that 25 is all you need, which it is. Awesome. So now we got that going. Oh, I called it KaliBox. Can I change that? Rename? Settings. Let's see if I can change that real quick. I can. Cool. KaliBox. Awesome. Bam. Awesome. 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 All right. So now that that's done, let's go ahead and let's go to start. We are going to have to install Kali onto this VM. It's pretty simple, but it does take a while. Let's go ahead and I was going to say, let's wait for it to pop up. And then I was going to cut until I have to actually like interact with it. All right, I'm going to cut until I have to interact with it. So I'll talk to you guys then. Almost there. Click graphical install. And now it should take about a minute. All right, so we're back and now it's asking for my language. I'm pretty simple, actually. English, nice and easy. United States, yep. American English, yes. So obviously configure this for you. I'm pretty basic, so all mine's were the default. Oh, on ahead. While this is loading and we get to that point, I wanted to explain why exactly I'm doing this. And it's pretty simple. If you guys heard some of my other videos, or you listen to some of my other videos, you will know that I'm going and I'm testing for like the PJPT, CPTS, and I'm hoping to get the OSCP by the end of the year, right? So I have these goals, and one of those things that it just requires of me is getting my own virtual machine. I decided to put it on my small little laptop so I can take it wherever and I don't have to be, hunkered down in my room whenever I want to go hack something, right? So I can take this to a Starbucks and go crazy. But with that being said, this is also a really good learning lesson, and this will also allow me to have like persistence with the fact that I can like leave my files here and I can like do day-long CTFs and challenges and exams without having to worry about, oh man, I only got like 20 minutes left on my my cloud-based machine. So I don't have to really worry about that. And also, when it comes to like Hack the Box, I don't have a premium account for Hack the Box just yet. I'm probably going to buy one. But for the first few boxes and CTFs that I do, I won't be using my own machine that they provide. I won't be using it at all now that I have this going. For Try Hack Me, since I pay for it, I use that box they give. But yeah, so host name, Cali. I'm going to keep it simple. Domain name, we're going to do Cyber Advent because that is the name of the channel. And that's actually the domain I own. So let's go ahead and let's do that. And full name of the user, a username for the account, Tyrell, that works. Put in a password and continue. I'm on the East Coast, so now it's going to ask us to mount the hard drive. Give it a second. Let it do its thing. Another thing is now I'm looking into getting another laptop just so I can have like a faster version of this box and just a faster computer overall. I plan on getting pretty technical in the near future. I'm looking at going back to school, so the school I'm going to gets pretty technical. I also want to go to a few SANS classes. They recommend a computer a little beefier than mine. Mine's is a little lightweight, but for now it's going to work. So let's go ahead and let's do guided, make it nice and simple for us. Continue, all files in one partition, that's okay. It's doing its thing for me. Click continue again. We're going to say yes, then hit continue. Okay, there we go. So now it's going to take a while. This took about 30 minutes, 40 minutes for me last time. So I am going to end up skipping all this, cutting away. But before I do that, you guys can, in the description, why are you interested in this video? Why are you guys downloading Linux? What are your goals? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. All right, guys, we're back. This one didn't take too long, but I'm going to click continue. And if I remember correctly, this is when it takes a while. There we go. So once this is done and this is loaded in, we can use Kali Linux. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is loaded. Okay, so now it's asking if we want to use Grub bootloader, and you do. It's just a bootloader. It just helps us boot up Kali Linux. And you want to click this, then click continue, and this is going to install the bootloader. Once this is installed, we should be good to go, and we can go ahead and start actually doing what we came here to do, which is use Kali Linux. All right, so it's finishing the installation, setting up the users and the passwords and all that good jazz. It's doing all the VM stuff that it has to do. There it goes. And like that, we are good to go. So we are going to more or less reboot the Kali machine, and then we should be good to go. Right, all right. And let's see, it's rebooting. It's requesting to do its thing. Okay, and welcome to Grub. It should take a few seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. Okay, cool. So let's click this. Now we wait. I don't have a phone. I just looked at my watch. I don't even have a watch on, so I really just looked at my wrist. All right, so let's see. There we go, baby. Now we're talking. Look at that. That's Linux, baby. We got it. It's coming online. Okay, I was going to say, I just want to thank all the people that got me here today, right? I wouldn't be here without you, you know. And there you go. I'm finally in. So my username was Tyrell, and my password was this. Come on, sunshine, let me in. There we go. So I think for this one, I think it's going to be a little slow just because of the fact that it's only like a 2-core VM. Usually I do like 4-core VMs. I have like both of my like desktop computers at least have 16. The one I had my other VM on at like 24. So I was always like cooking that one up really good. Here we are. We are in Kali Linux. Let's see. You might have network connectivity already. VM's a little slow for me. I might have to crank up the CPU. With that being said, guys, we have it. So this might take a little bit. This might take some time for it to load. Let's go ahead and let's just do a Google. We are good to go. Boom. We have internet connectivity, baby. We are good to go. So with this being said, we can go ahead. So on my next video, we will be going ahead and we will be doing a CTF, and we will set it up so it runs and is done through this VM right here. So with that being said, talk to you guys then. Peace.